Welcome to the very first episode of Last Call Presents Blake 7. I am very eager to share this with all of you. This is a show I have loved a great deal and can't wait to get into it. Of course, I am joined by the very lovely, very talented pilot of the ship, Netter of Netters Network. How you doing, my dear? Are you still sipping on anything?
Yes, I'm sipping on my Waterloo Summerberry sparkling water.
Awesome. I've switched to cherry Coke, and yep, going good. Let's say hi to all of the chat, including Tim, who can't be here tonight. Yeah, probably a little late for him. I understand. Lady Mist is here, blue wrenching and dropping all the hearts and the emojis to make me feel good. And John, JPRPH1, who was here much earlier, I think he goes around and he just says hi on all the chats as soon as the streams go up. Curtis Selby, hail, how you doing, my friend? And of course, Netter of Netters Network, I love you too, sweetie.
I think I said hi to a couple people twice, but that's okay.
Yeah. And salute to Deleted Scenes. I think I dropped a comment in the private chat of your weekend update. Be sure to add that text to the descriptions for Western Cinema, just to give credit to the people that did the music and the animation for that. And Mr. Londell's Groovy Movies, welcome. Have a great inaugural stream, my friend. Well, welcome, Big Al of Big Al Presents. And Aged Boomer is in the chat. I don't expect him to stick around long because I know he's got to work tomorrow. These are shorter. This is a little bit less than an hour, so it shouldn't be that bad. We should be able to manage it. And I think next week I'll probably go to like more of a 9:30 start. I think might be better. And let's see, have I missed anyone? Outlaw Bill, hello.
There's actually a comment from Curtis Sully that I think is kind of cool.
Okay.
If you go, let's see, from where Boomer was, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 down from Boomer. Where he says hi to me.
This equal to Firefly is Osmo. Yes. Yeah. He may remember that I mentioned that, who's that bloke that did Firefly? Joss Whedon was inspired by Blake 7 and even lifted some lines directly from it.
Huh?
Outlaw Bill, welcome. And Nate, I am here. We can officially begin. Okay, I'm going to get started right away. And okay, good. Looks like I got everyone I'm going to get. All of my regulars whom I super appreciate. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and jump right into it. And I lost Netter.
Whoops. Here we go. Hold on. Oh, I refreshed the wrong.
So
thing.
you're refreshing right now.
I went to refresh my YouTube and I refreshed that instead. Hold on.
There you go.
There we go. I hit the wrong one.
You. There we go. And yep. So I'm going to go ahead and get it started, and then I'll start talking details and whatnot. Oh, so Mr. Londell already knows this one. He says this is one of his favorite Brit sci-fi series. Awesome.
Yep, and Cosme link is pinned to the top of the chat as always.
Yep. Is it on mine too? Let me double check. Okay, thank you.
I have your stream and my stream open.
And oh darn! I just realized I did not link my. There's not going to be an opening on the Green Machine side. I'm hoping it actually starts up. We'll see. Otherwise, this will just be an upload over there. But anyway, let's get going. Yep. So you guys know how it goes. We got the Rumble link up at the top. I'm going to go ahead 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We'll go ahead and get started, and then I'll start chatting about what's going on and what this is all about. Okay. So here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Play. And it jumps right in with the trumpet fanfare. I love it. All righty. Let's see. Give me just a second. Okay. So this first aired on January 2nd, 1978. So a little bit before my time. I didn't get around to it until the 80s when I was in high school. A buddy of mine introduced me to it. Little bit of I would say a little Logan's Run feel to it. But a very dystopian future. They're going to talk about the Earth Federation, very different federation from the one we know from Star Trek.
I always thought he looked like Tom Jones.
Kinda, with that like perm thing going on.
Yeah.
So when I say dystopian future, it really is. So of course this is Roj Blake. He's the hero of the series, played by Gareth Thomas. So she's told him not to eat or drink. The reason is that they put drugs in their food and water.
Although he doesn't believe it.
Right. All Earth Federations suck, Mark says. Yes. And welcome back, Daniel Barry. Sports highlights. Nate says he's never seen the show. Heard about it from his brother. Very obviously, very dictatorial. Very you saw the cameras. You know, the first thing you see is a camera. You know, watching everybody being followed. Obviously, I will point out that this was from the late 70s in England, so you're going to see first some clever use of model work and location shots, but then you're also going to see some really bad special effects, a la Doctor Who of the day. Again, you're going to have to kind of look past that for the story. Also, it's a mixed bag. They have some masterpiece episodes, and then there are some WTF type episodes too. So speaking of model work, this is an example of what I mean. You know, you've got the city, the domed city in the background that they've just escaped from. Curtis, is that the location from the end of Logan's Run? Okay, that's interesting. Thanks. Yeah, we'll talk. No spoilers, Mr. Londell. I don't want to ruin it, but we'll talk about that when we get there. Can't find memes for Blake 7, so I'm going to give you Logan getting beat up by Greta Thunberg. I got my milk and cookies. There you go. So they go outside of the domed city because it's the only place they won't be observed. But it's a crime to leave the city. Oh, I just got it. Logan. Oh, okay. It's in Logan's Run.
Right?
Yes, Ingsoc. That's a great. I'm sure that there was a lot of 1984 drawn on for this show. We did do an in remembrance when Garrett Thomas died, and when Paul Darrow died as well, whom I'm not sure. I don't think you'll meet him this episode. Remember, he's got a family in the outer colonies that send him vid tapes a couple times a year. Still not believing any of it.
Oh, like now.
Yeah. I never made that connection before, Nate. I like the fact that he doesn't dismiss it outright. Gotta love how the soldiers resemble Imperial stormtroopers from Star Wars, except that they shoot much better. Yeah, exactly. Well, you don't actually see the blasts. You see them fire, you see it light up, and then you see people go down. So it's an automatic hit or an automatic miss, depending on what the script calls for. Just reading some trivia, just found out that although this was the first episode broadcast, which of course it would be, it wasn't actually the first one made. This is the only episode not to feature Avon, who is my avatar for tonight.
Yes, because if his face is turned towards them, they'll see him. But turning your face away, you're invisible.
Yeah, I don't know. Also, something else is pointed out here that a lot of the pet sets and props are reused from Doctor Who episodes, which shouldn't be too big of a surprise. For those of you that are interested in things like expanded universe or whatever, the story of Blake's original arrest was elaborated upon in the book. No, I'm sorry, in the episode Seek, Locate, and Destroy. But I believe there was also a book that does like a bit of a prequel.
What's dumb is I'm watching these guys kind of run out of the room, they run back in again. It's like, okay, I realize you're supposed to be simulating chaos, but I'm watching you leave the area and then coming back.
Yeah, I know. It is like a mix between Firefly and Total Recall. Yeah, I think you're going to find as we go through this, there's a lot of little things that inspired shows and films that came after. And of course, he's kind of starting to remember. I believe that you believe it. Emotional damage. Yes, exactly, Curtis. You've reread 1984 recently, haven't you, Mark? These couches, for example, are reused from Doctor Who. Yeah, I hear a lot of this kind of talk behind the scenes regarding some trials that have happened in the past couple of years here too. They're literally talking about how they're going to trump up charges by implanting memories into victims. It's interesting that you say that, Nate. There was originally some talk of there being a crossover between Blake 7 and Doctor Who. And there is in Doctor Who canon a period of time in the future that looks a lot like this, where this could very well have been set in the Doctor Who universe. Or vice versa, I suppose.
It's funny because the pages he's holding in his hand look like pages from the script.
Probably. Or at least we need it to look like he's getting justice. I honestly think that the sets in this very first episode are really cool. I have no idea where this was filmed, but it looks great. And welcome, Matanui. Good to see you, my friend. I plead the fifth, yeah. Think through what they're saying. They took these children, implanted memories of them being,
Abused.
well, even that one would have flagged. And so they are effectively traumatized. It doesn't matter if it actually happened or not. These kids now believe it did. Yeah, that's what I was thinking too, Curtis. See, he knows that they're watching. Tell me, how many lights do you see?
He looks like a Vulcan.
Kind of, yeah. See, this is the problem. When you trust the computers, it gets worse when they show the court proceedings.
Yeah, it's easier to discredit you than kill
Yeah,
you,
exactly.
or more damaging to.
That's what they did to Nixon. Oh, what an interesting word he uses. Here, this is a box. Here, this is a box.
And they're pink.
Yeah.
No. Is that an auric?
No.
Oh, they're balls.
Yeah.
Okay.
In case you're not following, it's all computer junk. There's no argument going on, no testimony. And they're going on to the premise that computers can't possibly be wrong. So this tribunal of three people they're just there to read what the computer tells them to. The judgment machine. Yes, exactly right, Nate. And he's just been sedated.
And he knows that he's supposed to be dead.
Yep. Saw him there.
And he's the traitor.
See, and if I was in his situation and he knew these were false charges, and he knows this kind of technology exists to implant memories, change memories, and people are telling him, you don't remember, you received this treatment, oh, it happened to you too. Still more fair than the New York jury. Yeah. Jenna Stannis. Vila Restal. Especially when I'm the person.
Give me back my wallet.
A vocation. And they're the nice people. Hail, Rod Thunderheart. We are probably more than halfway through the episode, but if you want to hang out with us, of course, the link is above. Comedy Kryptonite. This sucks. Well, I'm so sorry you feel that way. And welcome, Dark Woods Presents. Yeah, I figured, but thanks for stopping by, Rod. And you're always welcome. I understand, Rod. I know what it's like to be up too late and then having to get through the whole next day. Well, hope you were able to help. he's starting to see a connection.
So something might be going on here.
Yeah. And you notice, what does he do? He bribes the guy to get the information he needs. Shows you how corrupt the government is. Yeah. No good deed goes unpunished. Yeah, that's pretty naive of you. Attica, Attica. Yeah, exactly. Ah, I mean, this is great, except he's, basically telling the baddies
Yeah.
that they're onto him.
He's telling the cat where the canaries are.
Right, exactly. Yeah, I'll send a security detail to check to see if the other security detail did a bad thing. This is what we do. We kind of police ourselves and then suddenly find, oh, no, nothing bad was done. Yeah, what was his lawyer's name again? Epstein?
Unclear PA announcements.
I'm really happy for you, Rod. No worries, Connie. Thanks for being here.
Will they, though?
See, she was being kind of bitchy to him before. Now she's kind of being nice.
Well, as long as you're going before the firing squad, you're going to a penal colony.
Yeah, well, might actually even be worse. Yeah, they investigated themselves and found no bias. Because as far as they're concerned, they're the good guys and they can do no wrong. And the other guys are the bad guys and can do no right. Gorillas with random thoughts. Welcome. He says, hey, keep it down. I'm trying to sleep. Funny how I investigated myself and found no mistakes. By the way, you notice there's no particular issues about men and women,
Yeah.
being locked up and going to the same prison. Just, it is the way it is. I don't care how you identify. You all go to the same prison.
So all the bodies are still there.
Mm-hmm. There was 20 bodies they haven't had a chance to clean up yet.
Oh, why would they care? They don't think anyone's going to be there.
That's another thing. Some prisons in the world are actually like that. Yay, equality. Well, yeah.
That's a lot of bodies.
At least 20. It's really sad because the guy really is naive. He's completely had his impression of the administration, thrown for a loop. And he's assuming that, well, if I come with proof, we'll blow this thing wide open.
Yeah. Yeah, because that's going to keep me in my place.
Yeah, I guess. It's not like they're really going anywhere. They're on a ship. Kind of looks like a youngish Doctor Who. Yeah, kind of. Yikes. Little foreshadowing because he eventually does make it back to Earth. That guard that told him take a long look. It's the last you'll ever see it. That line was actually originally supposed to be delivered by a prisoner sitting adjacent to him, who would have turned out to have been Avon, but Paul Darrow wasn't in the first episode. So glad you like that, Curtis. I think it's a good setup. You very quickly, within 58 minutes or 55 minutes, however long the episode is, you get how corrupt the government is. They're controlling people through technology and misdirection. Yep. and fabricated, memories and thoughts, drugs in the food. Very, very prophetic, not going to say, yeah, very timely. Exactly. Yeah, this is like I always said to my my D&D group, or any of my role-playing game groups, if you end a game session with everyone imprisoned, well, it just means the next episode you got to, stage a breakout. So it's not like the show ends here or anything. This show goes on for 4 seasons. Definitely has several story arcs, and I think a lot to look forward to. I think you guys are really, really going to enjoy it. I have the theme from Blake 7 for my favorite uncle's ringtone. He loves the series just as I do. I'm glad, Connie. Yeah, and like I said, not every episode is going to be awesome, but a lot of them will be. I've had a D&D game or 2 start with the party being, so you start en medias res, right? Instead of going through all of this, you just start with episode 2. They're already on the prison ship. Now, you meet this one, you meet that one, and what's your skill and what's your skill? And okay, we're going to get out of here. And you put together a plan. But I have 0 ringtones for any uncle. There you go. Well, I'm glad you liked it. Thank you guys for coming out for, yeah, see, Nate's digging it. I knew you would, Nate. I knew you specifically would really like it. I didn't realize how many of y'all actually had already seen the series, so it will be a rewatch for you guys. But I was hoping that at least some of you guys would not have seen it and would enjoy catching up on it. It's one of those shows too that you'll see mentioned in lists of great shows that you didn't know existed and whatnot.
Yeah.
But for the longest time, it was very, very difficult to find in the States. It was released on VHS, but back then buying VHS tapes, like 2 episodes of tape, got to be very costly, and those big VHS tapes take up a lot of room. And it was never released on DVD here in the States. I had to pick it up. I had to get the British DVDs, which turns out you can actually play here. So that's what we're working off of here. So yes, again, it will give you the opportunity to kind of relive that brown coat kind of feeling and story here. Of course, Lady Miss No, thank you so much for coming and being here with us tonight. I only watched the first episode a couple of times in the background, looking forward to seeing it. There you go. I don't care if I'm still free. You can't take the sky from me. Absolutely. Curtis, thank you. That's very generous of you. You didn't have to do that. Channel member, for crying out loud. I super, super appreciate you, though, my friend. You are one of the good ones.
Dark Work Presents, check your email.
Yep. Netter's on that. Yes. Oh, I'm sorry. Yes, it's 4 seasons, or as the Brits call them, series. So, and there are, this is something that Star Trek didn't get around to until, I would say, like 3rd season of Next Gen, by doing like story arcs that are like season specific, Oh yeah, Mark has seen this before. I can't wait to see Servalan again. Yeah, she's kind of a babe. She rocks a crew cut like no girl I've ever seen. Well, besides Netter. Netter goes bald.
I have.
Twice or 3 times?
5.
Wow, I lost count. Takes me back. Tell them, take me out to the back. Tell them I ain't coming back. Yeah. Story arcs, silly idea. Yeah.
But I've had my hair as short as what's her name? That's
yes.
Super short.
Yes, you have.
1 inch off. Because when your hair starts growing back after you shaved it off, it gets to be really short like that.
Yeah, you go through all the different stages.
The stages of length.
In fact, there is a, I can't remember. I think it was, the end of season 2. It ends on a cliffhanger, and they totally were prepared for it not to get picked up for a 3rd season, which would have sucked, but yeah. So yeah, a lot to look forward to. Guys, I want to thank you so much. I appreciate you guys sharing your input, those of you that have seen it, that have heard about it, and those who haven't seen it at all. Yeah, I don't know where that one is from either.
I don't know what that is. I've seen 2 pink blob things do some weird.
It looks like a monkey butt. Oh, no. Those are eyes and a nose. Sorry.
Oh, is that what that is?
Yeah,
I thought it was 2 people doing something nasty.
No, it's a cross-eyed alien. Anyway, guys.
Okay.
I want to thank you all so much. You guys all know what's coming up. Next thing is... oh, wow. It looks like next thing is Thursday Things on Netter's Network, 9 Central on her channel, with deleted scenes. Netter, you want to say the last words?
I'm doing this on everybody's stream now.
Well, because we like hearing it.
It's like, this is a repeat of the presentation from earlier.
Yeah.
We can talk amongst ourselves, and that's all well good and fun. But it's so much more fun when you guys are joining us in the chat. And you're dropping your comments, questions, trivia, being goofy, whatever it may be. And it doesn't feel like we're separated by miles or continents in some cases. it feels like we're all hanging out in the same room, enjoying each other's company and having a great time. And you guys, you know you're not just our friends. You are our family. We love you guys and we appreciate you so very much. Thank you for being here and encouraging Troy, especially for his inaugural Blake Severin rewatch. I really love these British sci-fis. So I told him after he finishes Blake Seven, he's got to do Red Dwarf. But thank you for being here and encouraging us. Thank you for being at all of our streams and encouraging us so much. With the thumbs up, the comments, the membership, super chats, super stickers. I mean, all of that. Buying me a drink on occasion.
Yep.
It just really means a lot that you guys support us so much, because we couldn't really do this without you. I mean, we could, but there really wouldn't be anything here to be doing, because, you know, you guys supporting us helps us to grow our channels, help us to do better content for you. And, you know, we want you to come back. We always want you to be here with us. So again, thank you for being here. Thank you for supporting us. We really do appreciate you guys. And until next time, which will be Thursday night over on Thursday Things, good night and God bless.
Deleted Seed says, oh no, not that deleted guy. He's a tool. And then while I was thinking about it, John said, yeah, he's a wrench. He is a tool. He's a wrench.
But up bump.
Yeah, Red Dwarf. So that's interesting. Maybe if you guys are really enjoying this, if we get through all 4 seasons and you guys have really enjoyed it and you want to continue with the British sci-fi, maybe we migrate over to Red Dwarf and we start watching some Red Dwarf episodes. Guys, make this your channel and we'll we'll keep the fun going. You just let us know what it is you want to see. But as Deleted Scene says, good night, take care, stay strong, be safe, because this is how we win. And more than ever, we need to stick together, because there's life is not easy. Let's face it, you never make it out alive, but you got to fight. You got to fight for your freedoms. You got to fight for your right to party. And I think we're going to learn a lot from this show as we go along. So again, thanks everyone, and we will see you on the next one. Take care.
Bye.
Good night, ladies.
Good night, sir.
Hit it, sweetheart.